it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready. Blue strikers. Check pitch. Get ready.
On play action, here's Tua. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in this state at Georgia. Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Tua. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Joseph's got it. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 37 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And trouble trying to middle here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Tua sets up to pass it. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Tua throwing middle, and it's complete. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping the second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they tried to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 9th play of the drive now. 3rd and a country mile. Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. Now allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, runner.
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim. And hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Ready. Blue strike.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Okay, right.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Falcons grab it. And some space here. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. Coup for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
2 and now on first down. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Escaping the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down.
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on first down, but they came right back on second down and threw it again. And this time they hit it for not just good yardage, but a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's Tua. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. Tua to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll run with Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. He'll drop to throw. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. 2nd and 5. This pass is caught by London. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the win.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Down inside the 10. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Chubb, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Tua. Touchdown, Vikings. Nick Chubb, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. The two are going to try and throw for it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Back to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 51 yards. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah,
and now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
We're in the third quarter of the NFC title game. This is 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
That's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A great play there. His second touchdown of the night.
And the Falcons get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic?
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, the deep ball has been a big factor in why they have the lead that they do, but here this defense finally said, hey, enough's enough.
Yeah, and obviously they've had their struggles all game long. Now, this won't make up for the deficit that they already face, but it is something that they can finally feel good about.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Vikings.
Here's Tua. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
A 7-yard pickup.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now Youngway through for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone. He's got a man, complete. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This is caught. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We'll give some credit to the defense that forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. And he's going to be taken down. He's sacked on the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Wait.
2nd down and goal. Tua throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings use the short field to get in for 6. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he tried it out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Now a throw here, hauled in, and he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking for London on the out route, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Tua's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Tua going to throw.
First down, Minnesota.
Looking right sideline, that's complete.
Ready? Complete to number 7.
Tua now on first down. And incomplete on the deep ball. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Shot, 17. Real green. Red, cycle. Snap, red. Set.
Looking to pass. Tua. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Ready?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And now another one thrown incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Come on, back. Black shot. Blue strike. Right, right. Claws red.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
43 rail.
They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now they send a man in motion right. Back to throw again. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Coup now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment. And now here's another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp.
And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Tua. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it.
He's got a man, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis.